It's a heavy realization when you recognize that your kindness or your tendency to be easy might have made you a target for manipulation. And when you layer that on top of losing someone who has woven into the fabric of your daily life, that grief becomes uniquely complicated. Um, it isn't about losing a person, it's about losing your rhythm and, in a way, your sense of safety. Having the self guilt of missing a manipulator is a very confusing kind of pain. To miss someone that wasn't really the best for you, um, it might make you feel weak for grieving them, but your heart just doesn't care about the logic. It just knows that they're gone. And so, the forgiveness trap, discussing the struggle of wanting to forgive them just to get that routine back, even though you shouldn't. It's just, it's a very hard thing to overcome and acknowledge. Being a part of a relationship that involves manipulation, that person often takes up a lot of mental real estate. And it's so mentally draining to that person that is well aware of what's happening, but still fights through it because they truly care so much for that manipulator. And it's just so mentally draining to that person. The worst kind of pain is caring deeply and watching it backfire. Not because you expect anything in return, but because caring is just who you are. You show up without being asked. You check in on people who never think to check on you. You stay up late listening to problems that were never yours to carry. You give your time, your energy, your patience, not to be praised, just because you care. And somehow that becomes the thing that hurts you. Because some people don't meet kindness with care, they get comfortable with it. They start expecting it. They stop noticing it. Your effort becomes routine, your consistency becomes invisible, until one day you don't show up the same way anymore. That's when they finally notice. That's when they ask what's wrong. But by then, you're already tired. Tired of explaining your intentions, tired of providing your heart, tired of giving pieces of yourself to people who never stayed long enough to understand what it costs to you. It's not that you regret caring, you just wish having a good heart didn't hurt this much. And maybe the hardest truth is realizing that loving deeply doesn't guarantee you'll be loved the same way, but that doesn't make your softness a weakness. It just means it needs protection. Don't stop caring, just be careful who you hand that kind of love to. And when you're the one who cares deeply, you usually become the reliable one, the one person to vent to, the one people lean on, the one who always answers. You're dependable in ways people don't even notice anymore. They assume you'll be there, assume you'll understand, and assume you'll forget. So they stop asking how you are, not out of cruelty, but because consistency gets mistaken for endless capacity. You start carrying emotional weight that was never meant to be yours alone. Others people's stress, other people's problems, other people's moods, and you hold on to it all quietly because you don't want it to be a burden the way you never see them as one.